And these are volcanoes that are by the sea or in the sea. And this is when in the volcanic chimney the red hot magma mixes with the seawater. That throws out lava and water. An example of this type of volcano is just by the South Airport. There's a point jutting out to sea, and on it there's a crater. Well, that was a mud-type volcano. Also, a volcano doesn't necessarily have to have one crater in it and have more. And in fact, in the 14th century, there was a volcanic eruption in the Orotava Valley that opened up 3 craters. And then again in the 18th century, in the Guima Valley, there was another volcanic eruption that again opened up 3 craters. People quite often ask me if we're going to have another volcanic eruption. Well, quite often we feel slight tremors, and in fact, in between this island and the island of Gran Canaria, there's an island building up there. But in the unlikely event of there being another volcanic eruption, because these islands aren't nearly so volcanically active as they used to be, the islands more likely to have one are the islands of La Palma, El Hierro and Tenerife. And this is because the scientists have detected in the subsoil, they've detected carbonic gases. But I must say that we have very sophisticated equipment nowadays, seismographs that measure all the seismic movements. And just a few summers ago, actually inside the crater of Mount Teide, they fixed this very new machine, which by measuring the volcanic gases and the seismic movements, can detect a volcanic eruption up to 3 months in advance. And in fact, in 2007, they published this report because for the previous 5 years, the volcanologists and geologists had been doing intensive research on Mount Teide. And what they've come up with now, because, theories change every so often, but now they say that the last major eruptions took place 40,000 years ago, that for the past 10,000 years there have been minor eruptions, and that the last time that the actual peak of Mount Teide erupted was in the 9th century. Because before they dated it later, they thought that it was in the 1400s. But now they reckon that it was in the 9th century, that it was a very slow eruption, and that it wasn't dangerous to the population.